Oh yeah, check out this channel. Camping area. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are out here up at Othello, Washington, and we're gonna go check out Wildlife Reserve. I think it's the Columbia River Wildlife Reserve up that way, just south of Moses Lake. And we're on the Africa Twin, obviously. I'm not sure how much of it is accessible at this point. Was up there probably 6 months ago, and some of the roads were closed off. We'll see what we find when we get there. So this road here kind of snakes down, and eventually we'll be on that road down there. We'll hang a right, and then we'll be exploring some of that wilderness stuff. So stay tuned. All right, so here we go. So like I mentioned, I've been down here one other time. I have no idea if we're gonna go to the same places I went to at that point, but we'll try it. See what we find this time. I really try not to repeat the same rides. I'd much rather watch varied content, so that's what I'm going for here. Woo! Thank you, skid plate. What did this say? Herman and Quail lakes. That's interesting. Let's see what's up here. I'm betting Quail Lake is up here. That was anticlimactic. Thank you for going the other way. Appreciate that. Never checked for crap on my lens. Hope I didn't screw up the start of this thing. There we go. So I will note to the worried among you, just because I have traction control off does not mean that I don't have ABS. ABS is still very much active, and if you can brake hard enough to engage it, then it will help you stop. Something that the AT can do that's not, I don't think it's super well covered in a lot of videos, I can show that off here a little bit, is turning off the rear wheel ABS. Columbia, not river, Columbia National Wildlife Refuge. Cool. But the AT can turn off the rear ABS for off-road. So if I come to a stop, you see that I can go up there and say active, and then I can switch to cancel. Would you like to cancel it? If I go up and hit yes, you'll see an additional light here for the ABS on the rear wheel. And now, if I'd like to, I can slide that rear, which you probably can't tell, but that's what I was doing. And that's useful for doing real tight off-road. It's obviously not that advantageous any other time, but when you need to slide the rear and power slide stuff, that's nice. You don't have to rely just on power and throttle. This looks interesting. Open sunrise to sunset. Oh yeah, check out this channel. Don't look down, folks. Wow. There are just a ton of bodies of water out here, just a ton of them. And no, this is not where I thought it was. So at least now we're breaking new ground, exploring some stuff. Cliff sides are cool. All these old signs, you can barely read them unless you stop. What's the fun in that? Crested corner. Those are the worst. There we go. See, that's rear wheel slide helping. Helps you make a corner if you can't quite grip with the front. Swing the rear around and then you're riding a little more side hill instead of trying to turn uphill. Yeah, it takes a whole different mentality riding this relative to the XRL. The XRL is so forgiving in a lot of ways, and this bike is so much more demanding but rewarding in a lot of ways. Once a video is good, I guess. More focused on the rear slide then. Yeah, it's so much better to be able to flip the back end out like that. I'm also kind of practicing for my BDR trip coming up. There's 600 miles or so of mostly off-road. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to stick to it, you know, stick to the route 100%. We'll see as I go through it and gauge my progress on a daily basis. I'm hoping that I can get through it fairly quickly because I want to end up at the end with a couple days left off of my week off. A whole lot of traction here. Camping area. Thought that sign said it was. Oh, I guess we're not in the recreation zone. No vehicles. Katy Lake. It's amazing how power at the rear can help you make corners that seem a little bit hard to make with just the front. We gotta check that out. Ooh, those are plate busters right there. Oh, this is a neat little spot. I see it. 2 lines through this. Go up the far right, or go through the left. Left looks a little more challenging. Let's go that way. Yeah, I'm liking that rear wheel unlocked from ABS. Could really treat it like a big dirt bike. Pretty impressed with this thing so far, heat management wise. I haven't seen it overheat once, and I have been, you know, doing some fairly slow speed romping, and it's good to know that it's pretty robust cooling system in there. That rear tire will move some gravel. Wow. Huh. This looks fun. Alright, we just got the traction control back on. Rear ABS is back on. Still recording. Nice job, farmers. Woo! The word brilliant springs to mind.